You're listening to The Audit presented by IT Audit Labs. My name is Joshua Schmidt, your co-host and producer. Today we're joined by guest Bill Harris, who's an IT Audit Labs member. We also have Eric Brown and Nick Mellum coming from the office with Eric, sitting shotgun here in the new studio. We'll start off with what's been in the recent events. This one is coming from Security Week, and it says Iranian cyber group Hondola targets U.S. troops in Bahrain. U.S. service members received WhatsApp messages claiming they would be targeted with drones and missiles. Nick, I know we've broached the subject before on the podcast, but can you add a little insight onto what's going on here and how maybe U.S. troops in Iran they're thinking about security and personal devices and how those things intersect?
Yeah, this one's pretty real for me. I spent time in theater in Afghanistan, in and out of the Middle East. And, it says in there, I believe it talks about OPSEC, which is operational security. So we went to classes on this before we went in country. We could take a cell phone, but you had to remove the SIM card. Right. So we go through all these things that you can and can't do. That you could have the conversation about not being able to bring personal devices at all. Right, because what they're trying to avoid is somebody sending a message, "Hey, mom, I'm in this in Marja, Afghanistan, or wherever it is." Right, so we want to, before we leave, you can give your loved ones a scheduled time. Hey, I'm going to leave, May 1st to May 15th. I'll be over there at some point. You can give them like a 2-week window because we never want anybody to know our movement plans. So that goes back to kind of what we're seeing here, right? They have the WhatsApp application on their phone. Now, you don't need to use a SIM card for this. It operates over Wi-Fi if you have a cell phone or an iPhone or an Android phone, whatever it is. So you can use this without a SIM card. So we're probably moving into the conversation not being able to have smart devices at all or limited time on them, meaning Wi-Fi is restricted on the base. But the big thing here is that gives the base control over communications, right? If somebody is injured in a combat theater zone, they'll turn the Wi-Fi off for like 24 hours until those family members are made aware that something's happened. So you can't get on Facebook and tell your friend that, John Doe passed away, via IED or something like that, right? So really off into the weeds here, but it sounds like there's Josh, you just bypassed it there. There's like 2,300 some Marines that are in Bahrain right now. It sounds like they were sending messages to, instill fear that they're being targeted by drones. They're in a holding pattern right now. We heard that there's Marines headed over there right now as a show of force. So quick skinny on how these things work is really what I wanted to touch base on there.
Bill, I wonder if you could make any connections or draw any parallels between, running a group of people that are in a military situation versus an organization where you also have a large group of people. They have their own desires and their own impulses to use their technology, but maybe not always thinking at that high level on how to about security, right? Especially